out there, slot car land. How's everybody doing this week? Well, we're finally here. We're finally doing our Fray recap video. It's been a while.
Sorry.
As you guys know, I apologize for this and the other videos I posted this week. It's been, we were gone. We got home. I took that whole week to edit videos, get them up, and then we had a race this weekend, this past weekend, after the weekend after the Fray, because it's been another weekend since then.
Yeah.
And then I got sick the next week. Shaden got sick. I got sick. And we just didn't get around to finally shooting it. So we're finally getting around to shooting it. Couple of things first off that I want to thank. I want to thank Craig Bartlett for basically giving us the gas money to go down and back. Thank you very much, Craig. That was really helpful.
Oh, yeah.
We still have some left. We're going to use that to go over to the west side and do a couple races over there with those guys on the west side. We're not going to get there this weekend. They've got a race this weekend, but I don't think we're going to make it because my wife's out of town and there's nobody here to watch the little ones. So we might miss that one, but we'll definitely catch their next one. I mean, we're definitely going to be there for the memorial race for
Fred Teasley.
For Fred. They haven't announced the date on that race yet, but we're definitely going to be going to that one because we want to go give our condolences and everything and race with those guys and thank a Fred in that kind of way. So, but a couple other things I want to thank again. I want to thank Daniel once again for helping me out a little bit down there. Helping me out with my car a little bit. I don't even know what he did. He took my red car over to the table and brought it back, and it was a whole hell of a lot faster. So I want to thank him for that. I want to thank RC Lincoln for working out my parts order for me through Wizard. Very, very apologetic, very cool about it, very understanding about it. He told me what was going on, and I just, very understood his problems that he's having with everything and being a one-man business and trying to get everything done for everything and everything like that. So I want to thank him for working that out for me. And we want to thank Norm for having his parts and stuff every year. We probably spend...
the Akeda boys.
We probably spend... I think we spent like $200 between the two of us. Parts and pieces.
I spent probably $125 to $130 myself.
And then I spent probably that on that one that I bought. So
yeah, $250.
$250 total. So
nice payday for him from us, and then of course he got another whole bunch.
Well,
of people
from everybody else buying from him too. So, but I want to thank everybody for that and for them being there and having the parts and everything. So that was cool. So I want to thank all those guys for that. Yeah. And just want to say we did improve this year. Or at least I think we improved this year.
Oh, yeah, we improved.
We qualified better. We were way up in the... Well, you were about where you were last year main-wise.
Yeah.
But I moved up quite a bit.
Same main, close to the same main, but still I qualified better position than what I did last
you did too.
time.
You did. It was faster lap too, I think. So
it was a much faster lap.
Our problem was, if you guys saw the video, there was a whole bunch of really good guys that had sucky qualifying, and it put everybody way down the order, and we ended up racing a bunch. Instead of racing people that were a little slower than us or right with us, we had to race people that were really faster than we were. Not necessarily better drivers, but just better cars. And we kind of got outclassed there.
I should have, also thinking back to it, I should have used a car that I knew would have done better rather than a car that I had just built. And I probably should have put the GT40 body on it before I raced it. And to let you all know, if you get a Jeff Hurley, his new GT40 bodies, they are amazing.
He loves his.
They handle amazing.
I picked one up too. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I picked up one of his GT40s, and I also picked up one of his Lambos too. So we'll. Plus, I'm still working on one of his Acuras as well. So I got to finish that up.
Yeah.
So great bodies. We love Jeff Hurley. Jeff's a really cool guy. He makes some great bodies. So if you get an opportunity, go. Check him out at Hurricane Electric Motorsports, or HEMP, as he calls it.
Very detailed bodies, but yet very light, very fast.
Yeah.
Very well performing.
Yeah. So Be on the lookout. I'll probably be doing a new not Look What the Mailman brought. A new What Makes a Freight Car So Fast. We have learned a few new things this year that they're doing. These guys have got a ton of secrets, so we're learning little by little.
Making our own secrets, too.
Making some of our own secrets as well.
Make our own.
But we're just taking everything we're learning and meshing it in with what we already know and applying that to new cars and to older cars, or making the older cars faster. So we're doing that, and just a great time. Love being. I was actually sad when we left this year. It was sad leaving this year. It's so much fun being around those guys for those 4 days. Both at the venue, and then a bunch of us all stay in the same hotel. So you see them every morning at breakfast, and then
chat.
You sit in the breakfast room and shoot the breeze and talk about old races and new cars and old cars and what everybody's doing and all of that stuff. So it's a really fun time. It's a really great time getting to know everybody, and it's all starting to feel like family now. So
sad you only get to see them once a year.
Yep.
But if the Fray was more than once a year,
it wouldn't be as
special.
special.
It wouldn't be as special. It wouldn't be as fun.
Yep. So we're looking forward to going again next year.
Oh yeah.
Doing better than what we did this year.
Apparently, I'm going to be getting a shirt.
Something about they've kind of given him a nickname, and I think it was Jeff.
It was Jeff that first started calling me that, and most everybody else on St. Louis called me that.
So they've taken up calling him the Kid. So which, when you think about it, is a very stout name, because that's the same nickname that Dale Earnhardt gave Jeff Gordon when Jeff Gordon first came into NASCAR, the Kid. So
I scare them.
He does. Trust me. So it'd be interesting to see next year if they let him run a car on the practice race or something one of the nights. So
I'm hoping by then I'll have a fast car, though.
So
there's a lot that I'm gonna be doing.
So we've actually done quite a bit since he's done actually a lot since we got home, and then I've done a little bit here and there. We're waiting to get a magnet matcher and get some magnets and stuff so we can start
get all our stuff going.
Doing that and a couple other things. We might be building a couple of new cars. If not, then we'll just run. I'll just continue to run what we got.
Make what we got faster.
There's a couple of cars that I'm working on to make a little faster, and we'll have to see what turns out there. So, but great time. Thank you, everybody, for the hospitality down there, and thanks, everybody, for the way they treat Elijah, especially. They've really accepted him as a racer, and really look up to him for what he can do. And they look up to me for the channel and all of that stuff. So it's really a lot of fun. You guys ever get an opportunity to go? And even if you can't make the Fray, if you're on the East Coast and you're close to, say, the Nationals that just occurred in Wisconsin and Milwaukee, go check it out. Or if you can get to the Quarrel, in I believe he set a date. It's July 21st and 22nd, or 22nd and 23rd, something like that. I remember seeing the date on Facebook. It's right around that time, sometime in the 20s in July. So if you can make that race, that is basically the East Coast equivalent of the Fray. Go check that out if you can get to that one. He's got about as many tracks as the Fray does. They're all hand routed, and some of them are even more diabolical than blue. So
oh jeez, don't get me started on his black table.
But go check that out if you can make that race. Just go, because it's a great time, great people.
Oh yeah.
And just check it out, because you never know how good you are until you go to a big race. Because you may be the big fish in your little pond, but when you go to that big pond where the big fish are, you find out how good you are or how good your car really is. And you're never going to get any better than what you are racing with the same people you always race with.
And trust me, I've learned it myself. They'll know if it's your skill or if it's your car that's making you slow.
Yeah.
They'll know.
So, get an opportunity to go, because it's just great fun. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about the hobby. You learn a lot of stuff you don't know that you can take home and add to your knowledge and to your cars, and just make yourself faster. So just go. It's fun. So we will be going again next year, and it's the same. He's already announced the date. It's the same weekend as this year, the first weekend of March. Very end of February, first weekend of March. So we'll be definitely going again next year.
No doubt.
And hopefully we'll be even more improved. And we might even have some really cool IROC cars. Mm-hmm. If Randy wants to go that route, I'm going to do some bodies for it. I still got to pick up one more. But I got a year to do that.
Yeah,
so
hopefully we can find it. We couldn't find one all last year.
So hopefully I'll be able to find one this year, and we can get that done and have some really cool dirt track style bodies for that race, which would be kind of cool.
Everybody's going to love them.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the little talk. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the race in action from the Fray. I think I finally got down how I'm going to do it. The way that I did it this year worked out great, other than the memory card problem, which that was just my goof up. I should have bought when we were here in town, I should have just bought 2 32s. Elijah talked me out of it, and we bought one and it was too big. We bought a 64 and it was too big. So I'll pick up 2 32s exactly like the one I have, and that'll give me 3 32 memory cards, and it should cover the whole weekend. And we'll try and hopefully be able to bring you the A main again live next year like we did this year. I want to try and do it simultaneously, both on YouTube and the Facebook group like we did this year. Elijah taped one side, I taped the other.
I'll do better.
Yeah, he's still learning on the taping side, so. But I'd like to bring you guys more of the individual race action live outside of our qualifying and our race, because I can't really show that live. But
I apologize to anybody who's watching this video that watched the Facebook Live video.
He's getting there. He'll learn how to tape. So I thought that was really cool that we brought you the C main live on Facebook, and then we brought you the A main live on Facebook, and then I brought the B main and the A main live on YouTube. So hopefully they'll improve the reception down there, and it won't be as grainy. Or maybe we'll be using the table that's in a better part of the hall that gets better reception.
If there is a
if there is a part of the hall that gets better reception, because you get terrible reception in that building. I wish they would be able to set up a hot Wi-Fi spot. Would be kind of nice inside the hall.
Let's just bring a Wi-Fi.
And would be really nice. But so we'll do that again next year, and maybe even try and bring you guys. I want to bring you guys some interviews next year. Talk to some people. Some key people down there parts-wise, and key people who bring the Fray to you all the time. So I want to talk to people like, Jeff Hurley for his bodies, going to be Greg Davis for his bodies, Brad Bowman for his tracks, R.C. Lincoln at Wizard, and talk to maybe the man himself, Rick Phillips, who puts the race on every year. So give you guys some live interviews next year. Maybe not live interviews, but interviews in general, to throw in with everything else and do that. So, what was you gonna say? About Greg Davis?
Yeah, if you can, and if he has any, he's not taking orders anymore, which I'm sure you all know. But if you can get a hold of one, get his new Mustang bodies. They're very light, very flexible, and perform really well. Yeah,
so he's finally going to be able to race Fords now with his. He's got his Ford GT and his Ford Mustang now. So
I just got to get another Ford to replace the Nissan.
He was getting a hard time from a couple of people down there from the
Jim
Humboldt
call out.
The lower Humboldt guys were giving him a hard time about wearing a Ford coat and driving Chevys, but. It was pretty funny. You guys had to have been there, but it was freaking hilarious.
Shout out Southern Humboldt.
Yeah, shout out Southern Humboldt there. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the racing. And we'll bring more to you again next year. And so keep watching. Keep subscribing. Keep commenting. I love your guys' comments. Remember, it might take me a little bit to get to them, but I will get to them. And just keep working on your cars and keep racing. Will be this weekend. We'll have a bi-weekly feature car. And then the next weekend after that, I'll come up with a video. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I've got a couple ideas in my head. But I'll let you probably guys know at the end of the bi-weekly feature car what we'll be doing next week. So keep the wheels on the downside. Keep the pit in the slot. Keep racing slot cars. And we will catch you guys later. Bye.